man. We gotta do this. This is for the first episode, the first webcast. Man, I guess I can sit here like this.
Yeah, if you could get over just a little bit and
Like
angle yourself in.
Squat like a slob.
Slob squat.
Yeah, there you go.
That's racist.
This is... Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I'm sorry.
Cut,
If we have any
Dave,
Russian,
cut this part out.
If we have Russian people, I'm very sorry. Dave's probably not going to do that.
No, Dave never does.
Because it makes him laugh. So
our failures are his joy.
Exactly. So welcome everybody to our first podcast. Yes, Panda Party. And
it's quite the party.
yeah. So basically, this is just the introduction. Tell you what we're going to do, what we plan to do, and what's going to be going through.
Delivering all manner of information through the medium of YouTube and other things.
Yeah, which that's what we should get into right now.
Yeah.
I guess. So just to let you guys know ahead of time, we did not set a timer. You better set a timer.
Oh!
So you do that. I would probably set it for about...
I'm going to set it for half an hour for now.
Okay. So you guys are going to get to watch a little bit of extra for the non-Patreon supporters. So what's going to happen? Approximately one half is going to be on YouTube publicly for everybody, and then...
1/2 to 1/3, depending.
Yeah, depends on how deep into the discussion we get. And the second half is going to go to our Patreon supporters. We will have a Patreon by the time this goes up, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. I'll probably put a link in the description below, or Dave, whoever feels like doing it.
Dave,
And
come on.
Dave's been slacking lately.
What do we pay him for? We don't pay him, he's an intern. That's right. That's right.
He's an intern. It's the beauty of it. An intern that gets paid nothing and does it for experience.
Yes, he gets paid with an impressive resume.
Yeah, okay. So, either way, because we're a reputable company. Either way, Patreon, all it takes is $1 a month, right? That's what we agreed on?
That's the minimum?
$1 a month?
You don't want to be like me and donate a penny to some guy just to get your name on the list. I've done that. It's kind of a dick move, but...
Oh, do they really allow that?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that was even a thing. That's your department, though.
Yeah,
you know more about that.
Because like I would say like it doesn't matter if people just throw a penny. It doesn't matter. I mean, still like you can get listed in the list of people.
I was gonna say if you get 100 people to donate 1 penny, it's $1. So you know.
I mean, yeah, that's not what it's all about. But really,
I know.
what we want to do is that we're gonna put up at least 1/3 to 1/2 of a podcast up on YouTube where everybody can watch it. If you think it's not a pile of crap, then you can be like, hey, and share it with your friends or whatever. Who cares? But if you want to hear more further topics, elaboration, or more discussion, we're going to put half of it on the Patreon. And for just $1 a month, you can subscribe to that and hear more of our bullshitting if whatever we're having discussion about piques your interest. And then that way we can keep living in this smelly basement. And
Let's hope not.
yeah, that'd be nice if we
Be
were
nice
in a
to
smelly
have
basement. But
Be nice to have a nice backdrop.
yeah, but we have ducting.
And
So
that's actually in the shot too. So that's
yeah, it's
great.
totally in the shot. It's
Awesome.
Great. Yeah.
So,
this is what we got to work with. It's
And to sweeten the pot, for the people that actually donate $5 a month, or is it $5 one time? I don't know what we want to do.
I wanted to do a monthly thing, but I guess thing is
But
like,
I mean, they could do one time, but it's not as powerful as like doing every month.
no.
sort of
This will have direct impact on how we produce.
Okay.
So, it's you become a producer.
Exactly. You get to think up the ideas and then put them in a poll that's either in Patreon or
Straw poll.
Straw
either
poll.
way.
Either
But,
way, we're going to give you a link to it, so that way you know.
That way we can have you, the viewers, who are actually interested in watching this because you've watched it this far, provide the input as to what you want to hear talked about on the show, be it current news, gaming news, nerd news, whatever. Try to stay away from politics and religion because that makes people angry. Like,
yeah, that's
but,
a very touchy subject.
Yeah, and I don't want to annoy everybody, just most of you.
Yeah, you just do the first state rules. No politician, no political stuff, no religion. What is the other one? There's
I
one
don't
more.
know. Politics, religion, and
It's
boondoggles.
It's something that definitely touches people's nerves, so it's just best not to bring it up at all.
Yeah, just don't be a dick.
Exactly.
That's like rule number one.
Just be reasonable, man.
Can we get a sign made that's just no dicks and put it up somewhere?
And like it doesn't actually have a picture of a
both
penis
literal
on
and figurative. It's just like it just says no dicks.
So just be like in Dave's mouth. Because I don't.
No, that's rude.
Dave and I don't get along very
I know, but still, it's rude.
I know.
Okay, you can quit at any time and we'll be fucked. That's not a joke.
I know. It's
It's like we need all the help we can get. We need all the help we can get. So if you're a video editor, please contact us at PandaParty69.
Oh, we also need a music man too.
I can use a music guy. I mean, or you're just gonna hear me making sounds with my mouth the whole time in the background.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's very low budget right now, so.
It's a sample!
Yeah, I understand, but a sample is only like 5 seconds, maybe tops.
What are you, a hip-hop artist? Sampling everybody else's work 5 seconds at a time?
I'm somebody who doesn't want to listen to something unless it's BGM for more than 5 seconds. Unless it's music, actual music.
That's music.
It's
music.
It's low budget music. We gotta learn within our limitations of what we're doing here.
You're so rude. You're a rude dude. You got a routine.
No, I'm a cool dude.
That's later.
Yes, it is. So, what's the first thing I want to talk about?
I thought you just want to cover what kind of content people can expect here.
Oh, well, we're pretty much going to be trying to cover a little bit of everything that we can think of.
Pretty much like a view into what kind of crap that we get into in our daily life, trying to bring you into the fold as to what we enjoy. And since we have some very topical interests in our lives, we believe that people might like to.
Basically, we're not normal.
Yeah, we're a bunch of weirdos who wear these funky hats in the basement.
Yeah, that we just cleaned. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's
wish you could be here. It's really all swept
Yeah, there's very little dirt left.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of spiders. A lot of spiders.
I cleaned some of them.
Are you scared of spiders?
Not really. No.
Okay, good.
Didn't affect
So
me.
don't visit our studio if you're scared of spiders.
Very professional.
Yeah, it's very nice.
As they can see from the backdrop.
Yeah, that's
We got two fold-up chairs. Technically 3. Oh man. So yeah, basically what we want to cover is a little bit of gaming, a little bit of. Do we want to do Warhammer or just tabletop?
I would like to do more than just Warhammer table because I also want to have areas where to get me because I'm a lazy dick. So to get me inspired to paint, I want to do I'm going to do some paint streaming, but as well do time lapses so you can see how the work comes together.
Yeah.
If that interests anybody, if it doesn't, I'll stop because it's work and I don't like working.
Just
but
give it to Dave; he'll slap it.
Yeah, so we're trying to do some tabletop gaming. Warhammer's definitely one. I would like to try to teach people how to play BattleTech, but that'd be interesting to figure out how to make that an interesting video.
And that would be something that I'd be learning too.
A lot of math. If you've never played classic BattleTech,
is it even more in depth than Warhammer?
I've played a game where we played for 12 hours straight and we didn't finish.
Holy crap!
It was a big game.
It's a good thing that the table's right over there.
Yeah,
you know,
you got a table right here, so.
Nobody's using the space.
It'd be cool to get into like X-Wing. You ever seen X-Wing?
What is that?
It's it's technically a skirmish game. It's Star Wars based where you have dogfights.
Yeah, once you said X-Wing, I was like,
it's played on a 4x4 table, so it's a smaller game and it's smaller scale. It's really cool. I got friends that play it. It's interesting. But I also got a buddy who lives across the street, really into board gaming, so we might do a little bit of that. I know he's getting into his own YouTube right now as well because he keeps getting all kinds of board game stuff, and that's his thing. So it might be a little crossing over. I hear the baby.
Yeah, I know.
She only sleeps for 40 minutes at a time. It's maddening.
That's crazy.
That's why I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't slept.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put Mad World in the one video. for those of you that don't know about that.
Yep. There's already videos up. If you're on our channel, you might see that we have videos posted. Neither of them are very long. If you'd like to give them a look, please do. If you don't, why are you watching again? Oh, somebody referred you to here, and you have to watch it so that in case they ask you a question about it, you'll be able to answer so you don't look like a tool.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you. Sorry about that. It's not your fault. It's theirs.
We do mean it from the bottom of our hearts.
Like from the cockles.
Yeah,
Like
it's an interesting word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But
left ventricle, just right at the bottom there.
yeah. So a little bit.
Maybe trapped between the heart and the pericardium, somewhere in there.
Yeah. But I want to talk about what we're going to be covering here. So a little bit of gaming, a little bit of tabletop Warhammer, a little bit of painting. What else were we going to cover? We're going to cover a 7-day span.
We're going to be doing some streaming as well. Depending on what that is, who knows. I wouldn't mind doing like a news segment at some point where you get some bullshit news articles and we try to figure out why life functions like this.
It's maddening. Again, but then again, that's from our perspective. From other people's perspective.
we're from the perspective of a couple of guys in the middle of nowhere, up in like the frozen, frigid Northlands of Cowtown.
It's almost like Skyrim.
Kinda.
I've been playing way too much of that.
I mean, like, how many people live in this town? It's sub 1,000. It's like 900 something.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I
last time
thought
I
it was
checked.
like 1,300. Wow, that's not impressive.
Yeah, nobody lives here.
I was about to say that.
If you saw the first video, you could see that's where we live, and there's nothing happening. We're really bored. That's why we're sitting in a basement talking at a camera.
Yeah, there are some good people out there. There's some.
Yes, but
Yeah.
mostly cows.
Yeah, it's a lot of cows. Out in the middle of nowhere. Guy didn't have his shirt on.
No,
Still
that's.
upsetting.
Oh yeah, or you see the guy driving his lawnmower down the street because he has 6 DUIs.
That's not a lawnmower, that's a tractor. He had a tractor.
No, that guy was on a freaking Cub Cadet or something. It was a lawnmower.
Was it really?
Yeah, he's going down the street because he's got so many DUIs he can't get in a fucking car anymore.
Oh my god, I think I know that guy too. That's the sad thing. And then there was another guy standing on the corner for...
Oh no, he was watching them because they're
Oh,
doing
yeah,
there.
that's right, that was
He was spotting
construction.
for the construction.
I'm tired, okay.
Yeah, there's a guy standing on the corner. He wanted to get some, but it wasn't for sale.
Yeah, he didn't lift his leg up enough.
No, you gotta show a little bit of.
Yeah, you gotta get that out there. Let him know.
I understand that.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So yeah, just gonna try to get a whole smattering of content, see what sticks, like spaghetti to the wall.
Yeah, that's true. And if it's not done enough, it won't stick. So.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. We gotta put it out there, and hopefully folks will come and see it and have a laugh with us dicking around. Oh yeah, we also have a cooking segment.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It could be
I'm
gourmet.
tired, so.
It could be nightmares. We don't know yet. I mean,
That first one.
we've got
I don't know.
plans. Also, we have comedy segments, skits, and such that we plan on producing. Little shorts and.
As I say, I kind of feel like those are going to be a little more sporadic than some of the.
Probably.
other
I mean, because they require a lot more prep work as far as setup and because a lot of things that we do are generated in the moment.
Yeah.
Like when you're doing something that's like related to like a game or a hobby or something, you're actively creating the content. Where it comes to like a sketch or a comedy piece, it all has to be predisposed. Unless you're doing like guerrilla comedy, like you go out in the street and you have a hobo ham fight in the middle of the road, and then watch people's reactions. That's different. But when it
Yeah.
comes to like an actual like bit of sketch comedy, you need a degree of prep work. But a lot of stuff that we do or we're planning on doing, pretty much it's made as we do it.
Yeah.
And it'll flow like that.
Yeah, like the sketch and stuff like that. Because I don't know how you feel about the music video. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get flagged for that because it's although
My way around that is always do a trashy cover. Always do a trashy cover of the copyrighted music.
Yep.
You get the karaoke version, and then you do your own shitty cover, and then it's your original work.
I don't think there's gonna be a karaoke version though.
Wait,
Not for that
I don't
song.
remember what song.
You don't know what song it is? It's the David Hasselhoff one.
From
Kung Fury.
Oh, that one. Yeah. No, we can. I'll find it. Somebody's made an 8-bit version of it somewhere by now. You could do it, internet.
And then we gotta actually sing the lyrics and stuff. That's a lot of work.
No, it is, but
Yeah. That's the thing.
life is effort, and I'll quit when I'm dead.
All right, Jerry, you gotta get out of here. We're done with your shit.
Leave it, Jerry Bree.
Oh yeah, first episode, third season. I don't know what they did to Jerry. I can't remember what happened exactly. Do we want to spoil this? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, Rick and Morty Season 1. We're going to put a timestamp up right here, or Dave is, because I can't be bothered to do it. But if you don't want a spoiler for Rick and Morty Episode 1, Season 3, then skip to this timestamp at Mark. Spoilers.
Okay, so he did work for the Federation, but because Rick actually destroyed the Federation, he had no job again.
Yes.
So I think Beth actually divorced him.
It seemed like she was on that path, because Rick was back, she didn't want Rick to leave, and Jerry was unemployed again and didn't want Rick to be there because he always ruins everything, and he's not exactly wrong.
Yeah.
Every world where Rick doesn't exist, Jerry thrives.
Which is funny.
Cronenberg world and the Federation world where Rick was locked in jail.
Oh, right.
Jerry was thriving in both worlds.
Wow, that's crazy.
So Rick is the direct reason why Jerry is a piece of shit.
And miserable.
And miserable.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Because he just shoots him down all the time.
Well, not only that, but because Beth just stands behind him every
Yeah.
time, and that's the direct point. That
Well,
she,
and that's the thing. Is
trying
like
to make.
you have to sort of assume to a degree that Beth and Jerry had a decent marriage up to that point. Because I mean, although Summer did once say that you're not the cause of the failing marriage, you're a symptom of it to Morty. They still managed to stay together long enough to have a teenage, pair of kids.
Yep.
So I mean, like they weren't in like totally on the rocks all the time, but it seems like they're always on the rocks now in the hope of drama. So as Dan Harmon would say, we're digging way too far into it because they haven't thought of this.
Yeah, but also though at the same time, oh shit, now I forgot that. Yeah, but at the same time though, they had there had to be having troubles before that because there was talks about they were staying together for the sake of staying together. So there had to be pre-Rick.
Yeah, but Rick is part of the reason why things get exacerbated.
Oh yeah,
so
now it's become like the catalyst, the big
Yeah.
thing as to why it's starting to crumble.
But yeah, Jerry can't be what he needs to be with Rick around.
Yeah, exactly.
And he can't really get his head out of his ass long enough to. Because there's always, oh, here's Rick again.
Yeah, because there were times where like Rick wasn't really doing anything and he was just kind of dicking around, and Beth was like, hey, don't you want to go ahead and do that with Morty? He was like, oh, well, actually, I think he did chime in and say that he did want to. But
Yeah, he wanted to do the science experiment with
Yep.
Morty, or science project.
Season 1, episode 5 or 6. It's up there. I don't know. I'm not that much of a nerd.
Oh, I don't remember all the episodes, so.
Me neither. I just put it on Blu-ray and put it on repeat while I fall asleep. It's nice.
Yep. It's a good. It was a good show.
You know, we didn't get water.
Nope. That's why I grabbed a drink beforehand.
So I'm troubled. I'm
Yes.
in deep trouble.
Yeah, you can lick the condensation off the pipes. That one
There
over there.
isn't any.
That one over there.
Oh, that one actually might have some, yeah.
It's like
And
a
there's
water
little,
main. There's a puddle in the corner.
little puddle
so-
over there.
Go lap it up. I'll be right here.
Yeah, see? It was all planned. We have our own little watering hole. Literally a watering hole.
Yeah, it's a hole with water in it.
Yeah. So
That'll be good for the electronics.
so good. Let's just put the power strip there and, hook everything up to it. It's a good idea.
And just say goodbye to this cruel world.
Yeah. But,
So, end of spoiler discussion now.
yeah, so...
Alright, thanks for avoiding those spoilers for those of you who didn't want spoilers.
Yeah.
There wasn't a jump cut there, you imagined it.
Yeah. Well, I thought we were just going to put timestamps on it. That way if they want to see it or not.
Well, yeah, because, we're gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the mark, so you can know when the timestamp
Gotcha.
goes.
Gotcha. You missed a whole lot.
A lot of Rick and Morty stuff.
Yeah. So, what do you want to talk about?
I haven't been watching Archer either, so I have to get on that. I know you're having a bad time with it, but I don't really know what's happening.
It's tough.
It's just retreading, that's what you said. So.
I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna try and spoil it.
I don't want spoilers, I'll hurt you.
It's just awful. I mean, it's not awful, it's just, I know, I got a lot of hate on it, because I did comment on the Archer page, too, about it. I was like, it's the same thing. And they're like, but it's not the same. And I was like,
And now it's in film noir or something.
Yep.
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I should probably do that.
But yeah, that's pretty much, you just summed it up. You summed it up
Regular
perfectly.
Archer that we've already seen, but in film noir, okay.
Mm-hmm,
Must,
exactly. And then follow the noir stereotypes, put them in there, and you're good to go.
Are the creators looking to make a new show? Because that's usually how that works. They start falling into a holding pattern when they decide to start making a new show. Called the Family Guy syndrome.
That could be what they're doing. Getting ready to, that or do like they'll eventually have, Lana have her own show. Be like, Lana, that's it, it's just Lana. Then just play the theme song and...
Because I remember that happened when American Dad came out, Seth MacFarlane left Family Guy and the quality went to a third.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did the same thing when he moved on to Cleveland Show. But Cleveland Show ended, so now American Dad is getting better again because he doesn't want to go back to Family Guy for whatever reason.
Yeah, so then he can spend his... And that's pretty much what happens, in any kind of corporate industry. Once you go there, it's going to be touched up and
It was just,
polished.
it's hilarious to me that he fought so hard to get Family Guy on the air after Fox canceled them. And then he abandoned his project after a while.
So wait, he got it up, and then Fox canceled, and then he fought his way to get back to it.
Years and years later, yeah. Because that was like the first episode of the season that came out after the pilot season, he's like, we've been canceled, and then he just rattles off all the shows that they had, and like this huge list of shit. And then it's like, well, is there any way we can get back? Well, he's like, well, if all those shows tank, we might have a chance. They did. I know, like things like Greg the Bunny and Andy Richter Controls the Universe and shit like that.
I never even.
Yeah, because
that kind of tells you.
It was the late '90s.
Yeah, so that kind of tells you how
early 2000s. Yeah.
well they did.
Yeah, no, they're all trash. That's how it goes. They take all the trash and throw it at the freaking wall and hope it sticks.
I'm just wondering why they got canceled. Like, was it budget cuts or something? Or
I don't remember.
What the
but
heck?
I think it's mostly Fox's. Well, it's the same. Why did Firefly get canceled? Because Fox doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They have this really good property that everybody adores, and they're just like, I don't want to do that no more. Let's get more racist people on the news channel.
Hey, politics. You're going into politics. Careful. Big. No dinner for you tonight.
What else is new? Do I look like I need dinner?
You can't see.
I know.
They can't see.
It's so nice. You can't see my fat titties from here. It's great.
That's the great thing about actually taking the extra 3 minutes to actually set the camera to a nice direction. Because it makes you look flattering.
Fattering?
No, flattering. Although I do hear that it adds 20 pounds.
Oh, you would notice that on me as much as you.
And I think
I'm already fat. I'm already fat as shit.
I was going to say, I think it'd be more noticeable on me because I'm more...
See, I got this beard to hide my lack of jawline. You can't see all my chins.
I was going to say the chin line. It's okay, Casey. I still love you the way you are. Dave, quick, make that a GIF. GIF, whatever it is.
It's GIF. Graphic interchange format.
I actually looked, and they said you don't pronounce JPEG. So technically, GIF is still acceptable.
No, it's not, because it's graphic interchange format.
Yeah. So, what's that have to do with the pronunciation of the hard?
Because it's graphic, GIF, not GIF.
Yeah, but it can be soft G too. Gigili. He's having an or something.
Graphical interchange format. Does that sound good? That makes it a GIF, a graphical interchange format.
How about I just call it a GIF?
Because there's no J in it, dum-dum.
What did this?
There's no J!
GIF. That way everybody's happy, because I put the soft and the
No,
hard.
I just want to strangle you.
So yeah, Dave, do that. Make that graphical user interface, and that's just what I'm gonna. Wait. User interface. That's a GUI.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
But see how it's not a GUI?
That's why I figured.
You see how a GUI is not a GUI? It's GUI because it's graphical.
I before E except after C.
Or it sounded like A, like neighbor where on weekends and holidays and all throughout May. And you'll never be right no matter what you say.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna be wrong no matter what. Just give up. Just give in. Let it take over.
Also let entropy take its course. I'll just sit here and rot.
Remember you were doing that?
Yeah, I was creeping you out.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me though. I'm weird.
I know. It doesn't really creep me out. It's just different. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I figured I'd just let you do most of the work today, because I'm not really with it.
The heavy lifting?
Yeah.
Well, no, we still got some time left, so,
Oh yeah, we have a counter.
there is a counter up there, and I can barely see it with these freaking Coke bottles I got here.
20...
I can see the other side of the moon with these things. You don't want to know
that?
what's back there.
The other side of the moon?
Yeah.
And is it a big crack?
Yes.
Play like the X-Files theme there.
Yes.
Yeah, be pretty good.
We need a lot of post-production, so Dave, get on
No,
that.
that's not.
Dave, get on that.
Dave already told me.
God damn it, Dave.
He said he's already stretched thin as is. So we're gonna be doing stuff every day.
I'm hoping so.
Almost every day.
Almost every day. You gotta have some time off to, throw the kid down the stairs and do a little bit of this stuff and.
Yeah, do all this. Is that what you just did? I don't know.
No, I did the jerking it motion.
Oh well, yeah. Then you gotta do this too. Do that at the same time.
Well, shower beer.
Yeah.
I drink when I shower.
Do you?
Yeah, you never had shower beer before?
No.
It's no better way to relax. Cold beer, hot shower. Try it.
I don't think I want to try that.
Shower beers.
I would. You know what? Shower shot would sound even better. Have a nice
No.
little alliteration.
No.
That would not work out
Okay,
well.
yeah, just
It wouldn't work
in
out
the
because
shower.
it's open top.
You're in the
like,
shower.
completely
You
open.
just drink your beer.
Problem
That's
with
what
shower
it
shot is, you'd have to pour it each time, and then when you're in the middle of the rain / shower, whatever you want to call
You're
it.
watering your drink down, so you're not getting drunk.
When you're in the ocean, I'm like
When
not
you're in
doing.
the ocean.
I'm
When's
not
the last time you've
running.
been to the ocean?
I think I was 8 years old. We went to Florida. I think.
Everybody goes to Florida.
Tampa Bay, right?
That's in the northwest.
No. So we went to where did we go? I don't even remember. We just went to the ocean. My mom was like, "That's the ocean." I'm like, "Cool. Can I go home now?"
You weren't a fan? At least it was somewhere like nice and warm.
It was so hot. Oh my god.
Well, that's why you gotta get in the ocean.
It was, well, and of course, because it was the ocean, it was like muggy as hell, and you're just like,
Oh.
I was just miserable.
I've never been that far northwest in the Gulf. I've only been to the Barrier Islands in Texas down there.
Oh, so they probably weren't that bad.
Well, the water was pretty dark, but then there's also, you can see all the preheaters on. You can see all the oil rigs out in the bay and from where you are. And apparently, they say that back in the day, little balls of tar would float up on the water, and the only way to keep them sticking to your leg hair was to get. I can't believe you're not butter in the spray, and you spray your legs on with it so the tar balls don't stick to your legs.
I think our next goal, one of our goals, should be for stretch goal, way out there.
Stretch goals. We got stretch goals.
Yeah, to go ahead and go to the ocean and have rum ham, and just sit out in the ocean and just eat rum ham.
That sounds like a good way to die.
Especially if you get caught up in one of the riptides.
Yes.
That's an awesome way to die.
But yeah, we could make a rum ham and go to the ocean. I got people down there.
Yeah.
I got people in Texas. They'd love to go to the beach, and I guess we'd have a tether. We could be tethered to the shore. They
Well-
could reel us in if we need.
Well, I was gonna say, if we really need help, we could hopefully carry our phones on us, and
Well, I
hopefully
would.
there's enough reception out there. Probably not.
No, I would just.
They need to have towers like right on the beach.
Yeah, there's cell reception there,
Yeah.
but no, just have a tether on the shore. It'll work out. Just in case. Just in case. Get drunk on the boat with the camera and
Some rum ham.
eat rum ham.
Rum ham. This is how I always imagine Danny DeVito when I think of rum ham. Just Danny DeVito with a big ass ham, just going rum ham, and he just starts nomming on it.
Yeah. Cutting off slices.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to happen sometime. So right next to the HVAC.
Yeah, this is great. Oh yeah, I like how here, don't say anything for like 2 seconds. See how loud that is?
Yeah, it's almost 3/4 of the peak
The decibel bar.
bar on our meter
That's
is
awesome.
being taken up by this heater. So you might want to project a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was projecting well enough. Maybe my fucking asshole.
Yup. Hey,
That's
it
what
was,
we're dealing with.
it was off for the last hour, but yeah, this is only a temporary space until we're able to locate a more permanent office, hopefully. Maybe a basement, maybe a garage, maybe a barn. We don't know. It just has to be somewhere with power and we can have internet connectivity.
Yeah.
That's about it. We don't even have a computer set up down here yet, but we swept the floor.
Yeah, we got the floor done. So
Floor's
that's,
done.
and that
Start.
puddle is kind of manageable.
Yep, puddle's manageable. We got tables down here, including a gaming table. We got to set up a light above it, but that's all we need for that. I was thinking about getting an LED light bar, just sticking it up there.
It's so depressing.
If it works.
we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've got no other choice.
Yeah.
But that is how the most successful people ever succeeded. Was they gave themselves no choice. They had to do it.
Yeah, well, you gotta start somewhere, and we're starting so far at the bottom, we are under the ground. We're literally underground right now. Like, not even like the figurative, like, oh, we're an underground group. No, we're under the ground right now. We are underground.
Yeah.
We're beneath the soil.
Like, you don't go to that, warehouse on Saturdays to see us because we're not that underground.
No.
Rave party.
We're literally
We're below that.
We're under the dirt.
Yeah. So any support that you give us is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, even if it's just
Love
watching this whole video,
Yeah.
or telling somebody about this video, or putting the like button and hitting the not the down one, the up one.
Yeah, the one
please.
that goes up. If you know which way is up. Hopefully you do.
It's only just slammed. I don't know what.
If you see the movie Up, and it's in a hot air balloon, it's gotta be that way. But either way,
You know what's a really cool thing is we were talking about Rick Astley earlier, and that he will loan you any video from his collection except for one.
What's that?
Rick Astley's never going to give you Up.
Oh my god. Oh, dad jokes.
I am a dad. My poor child.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I spaced out there.
So,
I had an existential crisis.
I was gonna say, was that a PTSD flashback that you were having there?
Yeah,
Yeah, I get those too.
from my childhood.
But that's not from that. No, mine's not from your childhood.
You remember my childhood? I didn't even know you.
If only, buddy. But yeah, I was gonna talk about that. Yeah. So the important thing that you guys can do is to share this stuff. I actually made this rant on my personal Facebook page. Is the problem that I see is, we always support the big channels that are already a brand. Everybody shares those, but nobody shares the smaller stuff. So I don't understand why this happens, because I would be personally, if I saw a smaller channel and said, hey, this stuff is good, probably nobody's heard about it. Let me share this. And people would be like, oh man, that's so cool, thank you. But I guess I can understand the other side of the spectrum as well.
Well, they're sharing the videos they like because they like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I get what you're getting at. Like,
Yeah,
there's a
but
guy
there's
that I've
some
been
people
watching. That's the timer. What are we going for a quick minute here?
Yeah, finish our thought.
There's a guy I've been watching called Detective Hack, HACC, on YouTube,
Okay.
and he researches Kickstarters that are obviously fraudulent, and then tears them apart and cites his resources. He's very good. He's an internet detective. He's got work to do.
Yeah.
And his channel only has 1,400 subscribers, something like that.
Wow.
I mash that subscribe button, and if I find something really good and topical, I will share it, because I think he deserves views. He literally does all of his work in his underwear.
Yeah.
So if he ever has to get up out of shot in his chair, he's got to steal a nice polo shirt. But he's sitting there in his boxers.
Yeah.
It's comfortable, and it's the joke now. So
Yeah, it's part of the running joke that he's going to be having now. Yeah, it just kind of gets me that there are Minecraft channels where kids are incessantly screaming into a mic. I'm not kidding you. There was one I went to. He had 2,500 subscribers, and the first 30 seconds was just this song. I don't even know what it was, but it was the most annoying thing ever. And it was just him. Okay, I'm sorry. It was a minute and a half. It was a 10-minute video. A minute and a half was the intro, and it was like subscribe, share, and all that stuff. Okay,
that comes at the end.
I understand that, but usually I put that at the end. That just makes more sense to me. If you watch the whole thing, then you obviously have to like it, right?
Oh, you have to have some degree of
Just makes
interest
sense.
in it, I assume.
But a minute and a half intro. It was the whole song. And I was like, you don't do that. You get your point across in 10 seconds.
No.
Maybe 30. We did 30 on ours. But, it was to develop the environment to kind of get you into what the environment was.
Yes.
And then once you started getting settled into that, then you start bringing in the
At
other
some
stuff.
point, we'll be able to do a supercut kind of intro, but we need to have a base of stuff.
Yeah, we need content.
We need content base. And that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We've done recordings 3 times this week already.
3 times? Yeah, it's not too bad.
I burnt myself. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that wasn't actually...
I know it wasn't. Well, it was recorded on the still frame camera.
Let me guess. It was recorded in spirit.
Mineral spirits that were on fire.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I told you it'd be enough light.
Yes.
He did not believe me.
That was actually fun.
So it was a lot of fun.
Okay, so actually we gotta cut it off.
We're gonna have to wrap this up here for now. So thanks for wrapping it up, you piece of shit.
That's perfect.
So if you like what you've seen here, we're going to go ahead and continue the second half of this podcast on our Patreon for our Patreon supporters, a minimum of $1 a month.
If you $12 a year.
Yeah, $12 a year, and you
Yeah.
get to hear us talk about more stuff. And there's no hard timer on that one. We just go until we feel like we're done.
Okay.
As far as that goes, if you can't pay or won't pay or whatever it is, we're not going to force anybody to anything.
Yeah.
But we do appreciate it if you would like the video.
You guys, we're not gonna force.
No, we're not. We're going to force other people to do stuff.
Or each other.
But if you like what you've seen here today and you think it's interesting and you not go on the Patreon route, feel free to subscribe, share. Sharing the video helps immensely. That's Kevin's big thing.
Yeah.
So if you liked what you heard,
Thank
do
you.
that, and thank you. And I'm also thinking about taking the supercut of just the audio of our podcast and releasing those just the audio version on the Patreon as well. So if you don't want to sit through the video, or if you're the kind of person who has music, you run around,
download the MP3.
You can download an MP3 of the podcast in its entirety off the Patreon. So if you don't have time to watch 2 half-hour videos, you can just get an hour and a half MP3 and listen to it at your leisure on your commute or whatever. So that's the other thing.
Yeah.
So that's available on our Patreon, which will be up by the time this video goes up. But if not, we're sending off the not so premium half, which is just as good. It's just as good.
Get out of here!
So those of you who do go on our Patreon, we'll have topics posted. Vote for which other one you want to hear.
Yep.
And for our next podcast, next week's podcast.
Yep.
Next week's podcast.
We're
We're still working on the timing. Next week's podcast will be hopefully topics that you have suggested and voted for. So you'll hear exactly what you want to know about.
Exactly.
So.
And if we don't know that's the thing about me, is if I don't know anything about it, I will do some
we'll look
research
into
on
it.
it.
We'll make sure we're just not going like, that doesn't sound good. I don't like the looks of this. It's kind of shady.
Okay, so that's going to be it. Thank you so much.
I'm going to get this guy a water. We'll continue in part 2.